Good afternoon. I'm Delphine Pairos from Toxalim in Toulouse, and I want to thank you to the organization for giving me the opportunity to present my work today. I'm talking about the influence of the food contaminant desoxynivalenol in inflammatory bowel diseases, or IBD. Desoxynivalenol is a mycotoxin produced by microscopic fungi of the genus Fusarium, and it is a major contaminant of cereals and derived products in Europe, and it was found in human diet. The prime target of this mycotoxin is the intestine. And using a rodent model, we recently shown that the exposure to DON in the diet induces damage in the colonic tissue, characterized by a breakdown in the colon with an increase of paracellular permeability and a decrease in the expression of junction proteins. Moreover, an increase in pro-inflammatory markers as neutrophil infiltration and cytokine secretion was described and associated with an excessive apoptosis in the colonic tissue. So, DON contributes to a weakening of tissue integrity and thus could promote the development of IBD. So, based on these results and literature, we can wonder what are the consequences of DON consumption on the development of colitis. By using a dextran sulfate sodium colitis model in rats, mimicking ulcerative colitis in humans, we analyzed the role of DON present in the diet on the development and symptoms of colitis. So, concerning the clinical symptoms, we shown that DON exacerbated body weight loss and accelerated the appearance of symptoms when we compared the two red lines on this graph in absence or presence of DON in the diet. Moreover, DON also exacerbated morphological damage in the colonic tissue and pro-inflammatory markers as myeloperoxidase activity, here in animals suffering from colitis and fed with DON, and the exacerbated the production of pro-inflammatory cytokines as interleukin-1 beta or interleukin-8. We then analyzed the immune response, and we shown that DON exposure modulated immune responses in the lamina propria and in the spleen, with at first an increase of the number of 17 helper T cells correlated with an increase of interleukin-17 production. Then a decrease of regulatory T cell response, and finally an increase of colitogenic dendritic cells population. In conclusion, the main results show that dietary exposure to DON targets the colon, inducing a health-threatening breakdown of the colonic barrier, and contributes to increase the susceptibility to develop IBD. To conclude, the presence of DON in the diet is a risk factor for inflammatory bowel diseases. Finally, I want to thank all the people who participated in these studies published recently in Archives of Toxicology and Molecular Nutrition and Food Research, and thank you for your attention.